What's going on, YouTube, man? This is your boy Up to Gaming back at it again. Another week, another episode of the Plus on Block podcast, episode 14. We are creeping up. We're creeping.
Hey
Getting
man,
better every week. You know what I'm saying?
bro.
We're getting there, man. We're getting there. We actually have a fun-filled show. We actually kind of like got a lot of topics to get to today, man. Definitely got a lot of topics. But first and foremost, I got to introduce my boy, my Jamaican brethren, East Coast living. Let them know, Dre.
What is what's good? What up, man? We back again, episode 14, man. Plus on Block podcast. Welcome everyone. And we got a good show for y'all today, man. And let's go. Let's start it off.
All right, man. So, like I said, shout out to winners, man. It wasn't really like a lot of tournaments, but we're going to talk about two that went on. First, DreamHack Montreal. Shout out to Knuckle Dude for taking that. And our first topic of the day is the return of infiltration. Now, hell has freezing over, Dre.
Yeah,
Hell
right.
and pigs are flying.
They're flying,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on, fam. Like,
Came in,
dude,
they came in with this hurricane going on right now, bro. They came in on the floods, man.
I'm trying to tell her, like, something happened that me personally I thought would never happen ever. And that's jury. Not Street Fighter 4 jury, but Street Fighter 5 jury
For the five,
winning a tournament. What? So it was, I think it's called like Manila Cup or something like that.
Yeah.
It happened over the weekend. And,
Canada.
dude, the the grand finals was between Infiltration and Gauchian. Gauch is like the best Rashid in the world. Dude is insane. Mix-ups are just nasty. And Infiltration, the guy that, he kind of took a break, man. He wasn't happy where he was playing at the beginning of the year, especially yeah, what up, Dre? What up, Ghetto? He that was funny. He basically he took a break, man. He went to the lab, and I think all that hard work paid off, man. Infiltration not only won this tournament, but he washed my man Gout. He washed him, man. He washed him. It was nasty. So, Dre, let me know your thoughts on this grand finals, man. It was pretty damn epic.
Hey, it surprised the hell out of me, man. Like this is Gachikun, bro. Like this man Rashid is a beast, bro. And as you said, Infiltration was out for a minute. I don't know, he got married recently, so he probably wasn't even on vacation and all that. I don't know how they do it over there, But he was out, man. But he was secretly in the lab doing his thing. And the first time you saw his jewelry was it was kind of trash. But you know what I'm saying? But he definitely stepped it up, man. And he was doing a lot of mix-ups and Gachikun was getting hit with like overheads left and right. He was getting hit with every single overheads, man, in that game, man. Infiltration pull it out, man. So big shout out to him. Howard was like, he didn't consider it big because it was no big major. I'm like, hey, bro, this is jewelry we're talking about, son. And
Yeah, this is
it
jury,
don't matter whether it's a big major. He won. Jury took a tournament, fam. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ever thought that was gonna happen. So I definitely props for him, and I want to see where it goes in the future. I don't know if it's gonna I don't know what other tournaments coming up before Capcom Cup. Is he even in the Capcom Cup?
He's kind of far out. Like I said, he really hasn't
right?
competed this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's kind of far out.
Yeah. So I don't even know if he's gonna make that. You know what I'm saying? But he did his thing, man. It was dope. Jury. He did some crazy. I didn't know how long you could hold Jury's V skill, bro. Like you could store that. I didn't know that. You could store it because I saw him. He did a charge for mad long, and then he didn't release that shit till like 2 minutes later. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So it was crazy, man. He definitely switched it up with Jury, and he went back in the lab and he pulled out the win, man. So congrats to him.
Yeah, first and foremost, what's up, Astro Monk, man? Thank you for coming through. Now, look, for me, it was gratifying to see because
I know.
no, just from the standpoint when he first revealed Jury, I think during E League, and this was like way earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Um, he was doing something that was like, and I'm like, look, I'm not no pro Jury, but I watched a lot of Jury from I to Sako to Gentlemen's. I watched these guys. I'm like, why is he not doing this? He was playing Jury like he used to play Nash in season 1.
Yeah.
That he was kind of like hit dash, fireball dash, and he would like sacrifice. Yeah, and I'm like, there's it's nothing wrong with that. You trying to, but he would leave so much damage.
Yeah.
On the field when using Jury, and this is like during E League. So when I'm watching this, because he went through, and people are saying it's not a big tournament. That's a lie. Goichi was there, Mago was there. Yeah, it was some like big names there, bro. It wasn't like no scrub tournament, in the hole in the wall. Right. This was a big tournament, But from that transition to now, he was converting the damage, man. And I was so happy for him to actually do that because he's actually he's taking his style and then putting it on, everybody else's style, how they use Jury. And it's hard to beat, man. Because he's confirming his hit confirms were godlike. He was hit confirming into super. He was hit confirming into the EX. Everything, man. It was beautiful to see, and
making everything count, man. That was good.
Exactly. And it wasn't no like wasted movement. His spacing was really, really good with Jury, man. Because he kept the fireball, and that's one thing with Street Fighter V Jury. You need the fireball. The fireball is more important than the other 2 charges, and it's not close. Just for the simple fact that if you do one of the other charges, you could throw in the fireball, and it somewhat makes it safe, where you could get you could charge again on block because most likely they're gonna probably block. But like it was just. I was like, damn, man. I mean, he was hitting people with like all the combo that Jury does, man. And when he went to V-Trigger, and he was giving Gouchen the business, man. I'm like, holy shit. And you can see Gouchen just kind of crumbling little by little.
Like, it's better he wasn't even struggling either because he won 6 straight, bro. That was crazy, man.
Straight, bro.
You went to losers, then came all the way back to win 6 straight games, man.
Yes, it's definitely 6 straight.
That's insane.
With Jury against Rashid, who the Japanese consider he's like top 5 over there, bro. Like so, you know what I'm saying. And Gal, like I said, Gal, he is the best Rashid by far. There's nobody better than him, especially in the rankings or whatever. So to see him beat that character with Jury was pretty damn insane, man. I was kind of just blown away. I'm like, you must have really been in the lab, man. I really hope he could somehow, get on the roll and and win.
Yeah,
going forward. But I think it's gonna be kind of tough. It's kind of tough, man. It's gonna be kind of tough with Jury, but never, again, this doesn't mean like Jury is like a great character. No, she's not top tier, bro. She's not top tier. But it just shows you he's so stupid. I feel like Infiltration has his character now, because he, like I said, he had a character crisis. He was playing Karen. He tried to go back to Nash. Well, he did go back to Nash. I think that's how he got the Master Wars with Nash. But he was just kind of all over the place, man. But he's just kind of this, we like, I'm gonna stick with Jury, and I think the way he played Jury is perfect. He gonna poke you to death with Jury, bro. He's looking for them hit confirms, man, and he's gonna do the damage based off the hit confirms, and I think is really, really sick. It's really sick to see that, dude. I was like, damn, Jury actually won. So we had a Jury win this year. We had a Geef win this year. I mean, that's kind of crazy, bro. And these are characters that I thought would never see the light of day as far as on the competitive side. Like, man, ain't nobody gonna win the tournament with Jury. Ain't nobody gonna win the tournament with Geef. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's his second time.
And you see the contrast with this game with Street Fighter V, right? Because those characters, of course, you never seen a Geef. Well, probably Snake Eyes. It's probably older. Well, you don't see a lot of Geef or even Jury.
You never see Jury in the tournament, bro. Like you never see Jury, bro.
Yeah,
ever. I mean, ever.
one jury ever. I forget his name, but you don't see him a lot, man. But in this game, it's like every character in the game seems to have a chance, bro. It just depends on the player, you know.
Yeah.
And that is a good thing to see that you don't just see one character dominate. 'Cause, I mean, in the beginning, you you were seeing it because even now it's pretty much Karen, you know.
But it's
And
Karen. But look who's playing Karen. It's Justin Wong and
yeah,
it's Punk. I mean, so it goes back to what you said. It's the
so
player. It's
it is.
not really the character. I don't think it's the character actually.
Yeah,
I
so it's
think it's
like
more so the player.
yeah, so it all depends on the player, man. And anybody can pick up a character, even characters that people considered bottom tier or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Can come out and win a tournament. You know, so that's a good thing to see, man.
It's definitely a good thing to see. I mean, I'll
What
ask you
else do
this.
you?
Okay, let me ask you this before we move on. Out of the remaining characters that has not won, you know, who like what character can you see that is like that character won? Who can you see winning something like going
That
forward?
that hasn't won yet. Won yet.
Like that hasn't won like this
Okay.
year.
Okay.
This year because next year, season 3 gonna come out and it's gonna be all messed up again. So, this going at from now to the beginning of the year, can any character, in your eyes, sneak up and win a tournament?
Um, from what I'm seeing,
And let me know
so
in the
far,
comment section. Let me know in the comment section too.
right
Go
now,
ahead.
right now, I could from now until you said the beginning of next year.
Yeah, I mean, because that's when season 3 probably gonna drop anyway. So
Right.
when they once that comes, they're gonna rearrange everything. What I'm saying? So,
Cause I don't know if I would say from now for this character, but I can definitely see him not winning a tournament, dog.
hey, that was my
I would
answer, bro.
definitely see him.
I
I
really do
definitely
think
see.
Manat is gonna win something,
You know
fam.
what I'm
I
saying?
really do.
Yeah, I really see her winning, bro. Because one, like I say, she don't do a lot of damage in her normals, but the mix up, the setups is crazy, and I could definitely see a really good. I was gonna go back to this because this man, this my dude. You know what I'm saying? My man CN can come through, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he can come out. He can pull the real skills out of this character, man. You know, so I could definitely see a really like skillful, like technical person
Mm-hmm.
bringing this character to a tournament and like pulling out the victory with it. You know, so
I,
out of all of
I
them, but not I can see.
yeah, I actually think Manat just for the simple fact that Goichi is already good with her. I mean, he's really, really good with her. So is
All right.
Sako. And I put Cien third
Yeah,
from what
yeah.
I've seen. But Goichi is a monster with Manat already, bro. 2 weeks in the game,
Yeah.
he's already bodying.
It's kind of
He was
crazy, man.
bodying fools in that tournament with Manat, bro. That's just, it's. I'm like, how you taking the character to a tournament that's only been out for 2 weeks?
So
It's
we,
kind of crazy. It's kind of
man.
crazy. So I definitely do see Manat. Maybe another one I could see. I think Abigail is definitely going to win
I was gonna say Abigail too, bro. I was gonna
Abigail,
say Abigail, bro,
no, it's
because
not if, it's when. Abigail
yeah,
will win the tournament this year.
I would definitely was gonna say Abigail, bro. It was between him and Manat, honestly, yo.
That's kind of crazy though,
Uh,
but moving on to my man Knuckle Dude, what I'm
Duke
saying, the
gang,
Guile master.
Duke
It
gang.
seemed like he's leaning more towards Guile than Mika, but his Mika's still nasty. Don't get it twisted. But it's just he wins DreamHack, Montreal, and again, this guy, he donated his winnings. Big up to Knuckle Dude,
Yeah,
man.
big ups to
The
him
guy is
also.
actually a really cool guy. But I think he's not getting the like the respect, bro. Like he doesn't have to qualify for Capcom Cup. He's
Right.
pretty much already qualified because they always bring back the last year's champion. You don't really have to qualify, so he's just playing. He has 3 wins this year. He's placed high pretty much every tournament he's been in, at least top 8. Is Knuckle Dude being overlooked, man? Is he like the only guy that could take out Punk and Capcom? Because I mean, we already seen Punk lose to Taquito. We've
Yeah.
seen him lose to Snake Eyes. I mean, he has lost.
Yeah,
So he lost to Idom. But I'm talking about like in the pressure situation. Is Knuckle Dude his biggest competition?
as for the question about people overlooking, I don't think people are overlooking Nakadu because, as you said, he already qualified, and he himself I don't think he's really. He knows he's already in the Capcom, Cup. So he comes to tournament and he's winning. He's trying to win tournament, but he's. I don't think he's putting as much effort in as probably a lot of people who are actually trying to qualify. You know what I'm saying? Because he's already in there. Um, as far as the Punk's weakness, he's definitely I think could be Punk's weakness. I don't think he's doing them. I don't think he's showing off a lot of what he can do because he's probably saving a lot of shit for Capcom Cup, man. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Yeah, against Punk. If Punk is, well, you can almost guarantee Punk gonna be there.
Oh,
So
he has the most points right now. So yeah,
yeah,
he's definitely going to be there.
so I don't think people are overlooking Nakadu at all. It's just every other people. I think other people right now, you know what I'm saying, is just putting in a little bit more work, for the recognition, and trying to actually qualify for a tournament. And do right now. Also, get shout out to him for doing that cash, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Um, but overlook, nah. I don't think nobody can ever overlook dude, man. He been putting in work, so, and there are not a lot of people that's on God with a guy that's on his level right now.
Hmm.
So I definitely think he would forever be in the conversation. It's just that as of this point, he's pretty much just chilling and like he just going to tournaments, probably try to get a little bit of cash, and whether they win or not is not. I don't think it's a big deal to him. So it is what it is.
Yeah, like I said, I don't, I don't think he's been. I think he's kind of being overlooked a little bit, just for the simple fact that he is the reigning champ, but nobody's really talking about him. And
Right.
like nobody's talking about Knuckle Dude. Like the main focus this year, like 2017 is like the year of Punk. And I'm like,
But
Knuckle Dude is just what happened?
yeah, if you think about it, it was the same with Infiltration though. Like Infiltration won the first Evil, right? And he didn't. Much people wasn't even talking about him like that. But then again, they nerf Nash after that,
Yeah.
and so he kind of just went on a losing streak in a way, and just kind of disappeared off for a while. So I think it's the same thing now because Knuckle do one Capcom Cup, and he's just chilling. As I said, like he's just trying to make it to the next one, and I don't see a lot of people like what is really there to talk about when it comes to Knuckle Do. We already know who he is. He's not really doing a lot at the moment, and Punk is pretty much at every damn tournament. So of
Yeah.
course he's gonna be he's gonna be the topic of discussion most of the time.
Well, I'll say this though. I do feel like like Knuckle Dude. I think a lot of people wrote him off, especially at the beginning of the year. I think we even have a topic about that. Like
Yeah,
he was just wasn't like himself. And he even said it himself. Like he said,
yeah,
I'm not really into it right now, and but like I said, as the year went on, he's getting stronger and
yeah.
stronger, and it's like his guile is really hard to beat. It's really hard to beat, man. And even against uh Justin Wong, man, he still was kind of, struggling
Yeah.
a little bit in that grand final. He did pull it out because Justin pulled out Manat, and I don't think he was ready for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know, like, why you pull out Manat, bro? Like, you ain't about that life,
You better not.
you been not about that life. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But but it's stupid. No, but it's just like I like Capcom Cup is going to be so stacked this year, man. And,
Yeah,
I think the Keto is going to be really strong this year. Obviously Punk is going to be there. Champ is going to be like the big guns is going to be there, and this is going to be Punk's, like first Capcom Cup, and I do feel like, that's a disadvantage for him, just like it was his first Evo, and even though he
right.
got second, you could tell the
Yeah,
pressure got to him,
pressure was on
and
him.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And while Knuckle Do is like, he's gathering recon, from all these players, like you said, I don't really think he's showing his hand too much, of what he can do. Like someone with Nebo said something that was like kind of crazy, especially at because he was at NOBC last week, and when he was fighting Punk, and that's when he beat him. He was like, yeah, the first three sets, man, I didn't really show him anything. I got some new stuff, hitting. And then when Punk reset the bracket, you know, and he beat Punk pretty easily. You know what I'm saying? So that I think that's what Knuckle Do is doing. I don't really think he's putting out all his aces out right now. He's just kind of coasting, you know, because he's good enough to coast and win. That is definitely he's done it. You know, and his coasting is different from my type of coasting, where you know he's just on another level. You know, and he plays Guile, which is like a top 5 character. You know, wherever you at in the world or whatever. And he's just a really good player. But I do feel like he's not like in the forefront. You know, it's kind of like I said, it's the year of Punk, and whoever Punk loses to or beats in grand finals. That's kind of how it's been. Like Knuckle Dude's been coasting, just under the radar. Yeah, I win a tournament here. I'll come in 3rd place here. That's just what he's been doing all year, bro. That's exactly what he's been doing all year. You know, but I do feel like, in my opinion, you know, and we'll talk about this closer to Capcom, but I do feel like I think he's like the favorite, man. I give him the edge over everybody. I definitely give him the edge over everybody.
Yeah, Knuckle Do, the favorite. I mean, maybe. I don't lie, don't lie. I would rather him win than Punk though. I ain't gonna front. I would.
Oh man, you're a Punk hater.
I'm not a Punk hater, bro. I just like seeing
You're a Punk hater, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
You're a Punk hater, bro. Just say it, man. Just say it, bro. Say it with your chest, man.
When he wins, you know what I'm saying, and he deserved the W. Yeah, when he loses, it's funny, bro.
All right, man. So I mean, like I said, we have to wait and see. We definitely have to wait and see.
But see some more tears at Capcom Cup this year, dog.
Oh man, you crazy, bro. What up, Detroit Reaper? What up, Howard? Man, thank you.
Howard, what up?
Absolver. Oh yeah, I've been on the fence. So I probably catch it on sale, Detroit, bro. I probably catch it on sale. But moving on to our next topic, man. So if you've been living under a rock, you know, it's something that has been, you know, booming in the gaming community. We already know. If you don't know, if PewDiePie, he has the most subs on YouTube or something like that. I don't know. I really don't follow a guy like that. But you know, he came out and he said a racial slur during one of his live streams. Yeah, you know, and I was like, you know, I mean. Let me set this up anyway. So he's been getting like a lot of backlash and a lot of support on both sides.
Yeah, it's kind of mixed.
Yeah, it's actually very mixed. It's more mixed than I thought it would be. But again, everybody lives a different way, you know, and it is what it is. But I kind of wanted to flip it because I really don't care about PewDiePie at all. You know what I'm saying? But I want to talk about like the FGC, the fight game community. If you don't know, acronym. This community, and I'll go first on this, but this community has opened my eyes in a good way, and I say that because I never forget. You know, last year Evo. This is like the first time I ever been in this environment, and you know. I was kind of taken back by a few things. First, of course, it was Evo. I mean, you could feel the buzz in the building, but you could actually like see there's so many different types of people in there, man. And I mean, I'm talking about from gender to sexual orientation, you know, and so on and so forth, you know, ethnicity and all that stuff. And I'm like, it was no like, how can I say? There was no shit talking. It was none of that, bro. And I'm just like, cause me, you know, I'm a man. I'm from, you know, South Central LA, Long Beach, California. I've never been around in that, you know, type of environment, you know, with, homosexuals and transgender and just so many different types of people, you know, and everybody was just cool. And I'm just like, wow, this is actually dope. Because if you take those people out that community and put them like in the real world, they're gonna get shunned, they're gonna get talked about, you know, they're gonna be cast to the side because, you know, why you like that, you know how people are, man. And I've always been the type of guy to, like, you know, I'm not bothered by anything, just for the simple fact that I live my life the way I want, and if you want to live that life your way, that's fine. I'm not gonna like hate you or disrespect you or do anything like that. If that's what you want to do, cool. And I have no beef with anybody, bro. I mean, I don't understand how you can hate someone, and you don't even know them. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it really is kind of like mind boggling a little bit. Like you hate me because of my sexual orientation, or you hate me because the color of my skin, or you hate me because of my religion, and so on and so forth. And I think the fight is really crazy.
Hey,
Cause and you are trash, Howard, bro. You
hey,
still my
Howard,
boy.
Howard, I was say the same thing, bro. I'm saying like you kind of
No,
are,
no,
but
no, no,
I'm
no.
just
I
playing.
mean,
I'm just playing, bro. I'm just playing. I'm just
nah,
playing.
but like on some real stuff though, man. Like this community is so different from any other community I've ever been a part of, man. Whether it be a video game, whether it be sports, whether it be just in general, man. It's just I feel like there's no discrimination in the FGC. Now there are a few, where like no community is perfect. No matter how
Right.
clean your community is, no matter if you live in Beverly Hills or anything like that, it's always going to be a few that's going to act up, man. Well, I think for real, I mean, that's just what it is,
That's true.
character orientation. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But I do feel like the FGC overall, it is easily the best community for any type of person, man. And it's just cool to be around. Like I said, when you go to a tournament, bro, like everybody's there to laugh, play games and watch games.
Yeah.
No matter who you are, big, small, tall, short, it don't matter, bro. Like it's really like an eye opening experience. Like once you do something, and I'm going to SCR next week, and like I said, I don't really expect to do anything there. Just try not to go 0-2, and that's like my main goal right now. But oh yeah, I don't really Smash.
Yeah.
That's just a whole different animal, bro.
Yeah, I think
I mean,
Smash Community they're terrible, bro. I swear
yeah,
to God,
yeah.
I think
They
some
smell
of the most
terrible.
overly emotional dudes, bro.
They
That's
smell
crazy.
terrible. I mean, but I really don't. I really
Yeah,
don't deal with that community. But I'm talking about like the communities I've dealt with this in general. I think it's just a good thing to have something like that where everybody is treated equal, and nothing can like hurt hinder you in that community, no matter who you are or what you are or however you want to live your life, man. What's your thoughts, Dre?
yeah, I could definitely agree. Like for me personally, coming from Jamaica and you already know how they are down in Jamaica. There are a
Yes,
lot of that's a lot of hate for that, and that's how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen a lot of dudes like if dudes find out, you know what I'm saying, somebody gay or whatever, you know what I'm saying, they'll probably get beat up or stoned or some shit.
mm-hmm.
And I grew up like that's when I grew up. That's why I'm like, yo, those dudes are disgusting. That you know what I'm saying. We don't mess with them and all that shit. That I grew up pretty much with that hate in my mind,
Mm-hmm.
and because that's what I saw. And even when I came here, when I go to school, and the first time I saw them two dudes walking around holding hands, and I'm like, I'm looking around because I'm like, am I the only one seeing this shit? Everybody just
Yeah.
walking like it's the normal shit. I'm like, but as I see that, I got used to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, I guess that's how that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like with people like that, as you said, out in the open, out in the real world, yeah, they get shot and stuff, and that's why they go to places like the FGC because there's no other place you can go and you see dudes dressing up in female cosplay, and they might not be gay or whatever, but they just do it because they it's fun, it's funny to them,
It's fun. Yeah.
and they know they're not gonna get judged for it. And so that's a cool thing to see. Like, and as you said, there might be some people that see them and like in their mind they probably be thinking some stupid shit, you know what I'm saying? But they're not gonna say it out loud because the FGC is such a a small like tight community. You know what I'm
It
saying?
really
Like
is, though. It really is.
everybody pretty much support each other. And like if you're gonna come out and say something crazy, you're probably gonna get a lot of people coming at you.
They
You know
go,
what I'm
they go,
saying?
they gonna come
They're
at you
gonna
hard,
come
bro.
at you hard. You know what I'm
They
saying?
definitely
So
gonna come at you hard, bro.
yeah, so especially if it's towards somebody that's been in the FGC for years, like and they
Hmm.
know them so well. Whatever they do, they know who that person is, and you don't find it a lot of places, and so that is definitely a good thing to see. Yes, there's a few dudes in there that as you remember the thing about with Chris G a few months ago, they said
Hmm.
about black chicks and all that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so you're gonna find some people like that every now and then. Of course, you can't really avoid it. It's just the way the world works. But yeah, the FGC, I definitely think I can't say the whole FGC is racist at all. You can't say it. They're gonna be a few people that probably are.
Yeah,
It
I mean,
just
like I
can't
said,
help themselves.
you can't
Yeah,
like
but
expect
the,
everybody to feel a certain way. It
right,
doesn't work like that, you know.
exactly. I'm saying so. You know, as for me, if like yeah, I just said if you're gay and all that, you know what I'm saying, do your thing. You know what I'm saying. Hey, bro, don't put that NY in his name. Why I gotta put that? Why you gotta put NY for, bro?
Yeah, because I mean,
You know what I'm
hey,
saying?
that's your boy. You
Yeah,
know
get
what I
out of
mean?
here, man. I'm not even a fan of Chris G. I really, what I'm saying, not a fan of that dude. But it is what it is. So FGC is a cool place to be, man. And it seemed like it's a very welcoming place, and that's what we like to see. That's
Yeah,
what's up.
I mean, like it's all good, man. And like I said, I do love going to these events, just meeting different people, and everybody's just so down to earth, man. That's one of the best things I love about the community. Like you can't really like get that over Twitter or Facebook or YouTube or Twitch. These guys are just regular people. They're like just good at video games, and if you sit there and just talk with them and
Yeah,
just chop it up with them, they'll talk to you, and I just don't, act all, weird. It just act like a regular person, and they'll definitely mess with you, man. But yeah, shout out to the FCC for being that, man. It's a crazy world right now, bro. But I think over there, man, it's like a
man,
safe haven, definitely a safe haven.
where you
But
go, man.
moving on, man. So something. So yesterday, man, a couple folks, man, was on Twitch. I think they was all at one place or whatever. You had Justin Wong, you had Li Joe, you had who else is Maximilian, you had people even Champ. I think he was probably streaming today actually. Everybody was getting early copies of Marvel Infinite. Early access. You only could do like the versus mode and practice mode. You couldn't really get nothing else because embargoes are still on.
Right.
Whatever, but something struck me. Show, like I said, my boy Rail, he works behind the scenes, man. He's a hard working man. He always giving us little tidbits or whatever.
Hey, Rel is a FGC informant, y'all. And
Oh yeah, Flow too, man.
yeah, Rel is an FGC informant, bro.
my man, no people, man. He in there. He really
Yeah,
in there,
man.
man. So shout out to my man Rail. So he gave me this though.
He working for
So
the ops.
so basically, Justin has decided not to enter Marvel Infinite next week at SCR
What?
because he feels that is unfair that he's getting this early access to this game. And he doesn't want to go into an advantage because he feel like, it's not a level playing field.
Yo, super villain, what's up, man? Welcome, welcome.
What up, Supervillain? What up, bro? What up, bro? But on the other hand, somebody like Champ, and I see Champ put that. I mean, Champ is kind of like the villain anyway. I don't
Yeah.
think he really cared. He was like, look, man, mom and pop's gonna have the game by Friday.
Hey, true.
So he said, just hold on, bro.
Hey,
Just hold on. You'll have the game by Friday. Chad was going in with it, man. He was going in, So that's kind of like two different
yeah.
perspectives that that they have. So I'm gonna ask you, Dre, do you think it's fair for a pro player to get early access to a game knowing that there's probably a tournament coming up for this game on release, maybe like a week or two later?
Man, I don't know, bro. That's a tough one, man, because if I was in the FGC, if I was a top player, I would want it. I would want the early access, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? If I knew a tournament was coming up, I'm sorry, bro. I'm gonna rock. I'm gonna take that, bro. I'm gonna get as much practice in as I can, man. If y'all, if they gonna come in, if people gonna come in and get the game and practice or whatever, okay, cool. You know, I guess you could call it unfair because dudes have it like weeks ahead of time, practicing and putting in
Hmm.
work, already figuring in combo. But hey, man, you gotta take whatever advantage you can get in these FGC streets, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everything else, everything that it's not gonna be easy because like man, Justin Wong could probably go in this next tournament and never win another tournament ever. But he's like, hey, at least I won the first one. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
kind of have like a
I, I,
different perspective.
I don't know, man. I don't. It is a tough one to answer because yeah, people can look at it like it's a bad bad thing because you had advantage of other people. But hey, man, go hit as Champ said, yo, go hit them mom and pop shops, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, when I show up in my mom, I'm going to get it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting y'all know. Hey, we got MVCI. All right, cool. Hold a copy for me. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah,
but not everybody have access to that, obviously. So it's like that's not really a excuse, to get the game early. I don't mind. I can respect Wong not wanting to do it, not wanting to do in a tournament or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It is what it is to me, man.
look, man, I'm gonna actually look. This is my thing. Sonic Fox had Injustice 2 more like at least
Hey.
2 weeks before the game. I'm gonna say at least 2 weeks. It could have been long. At least two. He had the game.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, you're actually right. Was that at? Hey, Red, remind me. Was that at E3? I don't remember that was E3. That was the first tournament, like the first official tournament for Street Fighter Five, I think. Because I remember they had an E3 tournament or something like that. I remember that was it.
But yeah, so I mean, and you know what? Sonic Fox, what he does, he wins combo breaker. You know why? Because he's better than everybody. You know what I'm saying? He had the game first. He
Right.
understands the game. And it just I understand where Wong is coming from, man. And like Rel said, he don't want to be a hypocrite. We've done it exactly. That was going to be my point. It's easy to try to save face, bro, when there's dirt on you, man. You know what I'm saying? But it if you have early access, you have to take advantage of it. It's a competition, and any opportunity you have,
Right.
to do it, you have to do it. I don't understand trying to take the high road. Like I said, it's a commendable thing,
That's what I'm saying. It
but
is commendable, but hey, I would do that shit. Hey, fuck it. That's what I was saying. Like he could win this one and never win another tournament in a MVC. So like, go ahead, man.
that's what I'm saying. Like, and yeah, and you're a Marvel guy. You know what I'm saying? Off rip. So
Yeah.
you already ahead of the curve, for the most part, because it's gonna be a lot of new players that's gonna try to pick up Marvel, because the Marvel 3 community is just gonna transfer right over. But it's gonna be a lot of people that's coming over for different games gonna try to pick up Marvel. I see Punk looking for it and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a lot of new players. But at the end of the day, it's Marvel, and you already know what Marvel is. Now you know the meta of Marvel Infinite already. If you was on Twitter, I follow Justin Wong. He already knows the meta of the game. You know what I'm saying? So why not just take advantage of that and win your turn? Because I bet you Champion is going to enter. I bet you a lot of
Yeah.
these guys that's going to get this game early are going to enter the tournament. So I'm like, I don't, you're only doing this to save face, basically. You're not doing it out of like, oh, well, I'm a commendable. No, you're not doing that, bro. It is what it is. And I got nothing against Justin Wong, bro. But at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do to win. It's all about winning, and to me, it's not considered cheating. It's not. What I'm saying, it's not like you're a developer of the game and you're in this. I think they actually could beat the developers. In all honesty,
Yeah.
I think they're better than.
Without a
But it's
doubt.
not like you have like some secret code or nothing. You just have access to the game. And you being a familiar Marvel player, and you're just adapting what you know about Marvel into the new game and utilizing the new tools. I don't see nothing wrong with you playing in this tournament, bro. Like, people expect you to be in a Marvel tournament.
Yeah.
Justin Wong, you're Marvel, bro. You have to be in this.
Fam.
You gotta be in this tournament. So I don't really get,
why.
That's funny. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
It's funny when we just talking about the FGC, bro. Hey, Justin Wong, the FGC will forgive you, bro.
Yeah, man. Hey, everybody. Hey, new information. You could change your mind with new information. Right? It is.
She happens.
Don't let.
I have an FGC not gonna can't accomplish what you have accomplished, man. Fuck what they say.
Exactly, you're Justin Wong. You could do whatever the hell you want to, bro. Like, facts. Go out there, man, and do your thing. People want to see you play Marvel. People want to see the Marvel heads play in the first tournament of the new game. You know what I'm saying? That's like Daigo not playing in Street Fighter that is crazy. Exactly. LPN, what up, Wavy, bro? Thank you for coming through, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm not understanding what's going on, bro. Like, you make no sense.
LPN, but I mean, LPN haven't won another tournament after that. It goes back to my point. You can just say, just take off the PN, bro. Just take out the PN, bro. Hey,
no, Justin ain't gonna do that, bro. Justin ain't about that life, man. He ain't about that life, man. He ain't about that life, bro. He know that. He'll lose everything. Everything. He ain't about to lose that, bro. He ain't about to lose that, man. He's definitely not about to lose that.
Hey, man.
That's what I'm saying, Wavy, bro. Like,
just seeing one that be the funny shit, man.
He definitely has to. I really wish he would play in this tournament, bro. Just watching his stream yesterday, bro. He doing, hey man, Marvel 3 is gonna be something else, bro. I just be prepared, new players. It's gonna be rough. You're really gonna have to get into practice mode, man. Just watch, these dudes got death combos already. Jeddah look like he's already broken in the game. It's really insane, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's really crazy. But Jeddah, to me, I think a lot of people will pick Jeddah, man. Jeddah is broken, bro. I'm watching. I watch Flow stream. I watch Justin Wong stream. I'm watching everybody, and they all using Jeddah, bro. And he's just, oh man, it's gonna be crazy. But Justin Wong, we need you in this tournament, man. You got to bring the hype. All the OGs should be in the first tournament. It makes no sense for you not to play in this tournament, man. It just doesn't, bro. But it is what it is. I'm probably gonna have to try. I'm running some sets with Justin Wong. Yeah, right. He ain't gonna play with me because I don't know what the hell I'm doing in Marvel, man. But I'm gonna try. I'm definitely gonna try. But anyway, let's move on, man. But yeah, Justin Wong, come on, bro. We need you to get it together, brother. Yeah. So, speaking of Marvel, some excellent news came out today, and this got me even more hyped. Like, me, in all honesty, I don't really get hyped for DLC. I'm not a DLC guy. I'm not, I just, if it piques my interest, when I see like a trailer or whatever, I don't really like get hyped, unless it's like a character I've been wanting. And in all honesty, Marvel, I really don't care about the characters because I really haven't been in the series like that. But I've seen a lot of people getting the hype over this. I'm like, man, we need to talk about it. So a source, a well-known source, leaked this today.
Your name is Ralph.
Not no damn rumor or Wolverine and all that bullshit we was talking about last week. This is legit. You know what I'm saying? So the 6 characters that are going to release are going to be Sigma, Monster Hunter, Black Panther, Winter Soldier, Venom, and Gil. Yes, Gil, the God, is coming back. Yeah, he's actually going to be in Marvel this time, which is pretty cool, man. This is a brief. What happened?
He gonna have the Chun-Li face too, bruh.
What up, Achilles, man? Thank you for coming through, bro. So this is a brief synopsis of each character. They say Sigma is a highly mobile rushdown character that has access to multiple dashes and teleport moves. Sounds like my type of character. You know what I'm saying?
What?
It sounds like my type of character. Black Panther, a pure rushdown character that is all about being in close and opening up the opponents with quick and powerful movements. They compare him to X-23.
Sound like my type of character, man.
So you go Hunter from Monster Hunter basically is a damage dealer that uses a high multitude of weapons from Monster Hunter series to fight on top of items such as flash bombs, traps, and barrels. So it's going to be like a sub character along that does high damage. The Winter Soldier does damage that uses a massive arsenal of weapons. Of course, his guns, weapons can have a certain amount of ammo per weapon, but as opposed to reloading like Chris, Winter Soldier can throw weapons as an extra projectile, which can use to open up. That's crazy. So he could shoot you up, throw the gun, and go on for the continue the combo. That's kind of crazy. Gil, the God, is a hard-hitting character who can deal heavy amounts of damage thanks to his powerful normals. All of his specials from Street Fighter 3 are intact, including Sephirim Wing, his level 3 hyper combo, his level 3 hyper combo. Resurrection is intact. Hey, Lord. Hold on. And it costs 3 bars, but once it's used, it cannot be used again for the rest of the match. And Gil cannot be resurrected by Soul Stone. Thank you.
That would be
broken. Thank you, because that would be broken as hell. And Venom, last but not least, a damager that retains a lot of his techniques he had in earlier games in the franchise. On top of new several abilities. Works with the best character. He can cover his approach due to lack of projectile and average movement options. So he's pretty much going to be the same character. I don't think he was made into a 3D character. So, it's good to see. And they also have several stages in development. What else? In Ultra Sigma, so you pretty much, to unlock him, you have to beat the story mode of both difficulty settings. So he's not actually a part of the DLC, which is kind of cool. So they say he has a whole brand new moveset. So man, that's a lot of stuff, man. They also talk about arcade mode or whatever, and whatever. We don't care about that, because who cares about the CPU? But anyway,
Dre, be surprised, bro.
Dre. Is this like the best overall package? I know, because we already know Street Fighter 5 came out, Jack. You already know what I'm saying. Are they making up for their mistake with Street Fighter 5? Because this package seems like legit. What's your thoughts?
I mean, they kind of have to, you know what I'm saying?
For real, they kind of have to, you know what I'm saying? But what is it? Is it a good package though? Are you satisfied with everything that's going to be in this game?
It's cool. I wish Black Panther wasn't a freaking DLC character and actually was a launch character.
Yeah,
especially since they showed them all from freaking how long ago, so except for that, man, it is a solid DLC list. I want to see how that Monster Hunter dude plays. I can imagine this man pull out a bunch of big ass weapons and shit. It's gonna be crazy. But yeah, looking at it, Gil, oh man, yeah, Gil, bro, he gonna be a beast, man. So Venom, cool. Winter Soldier, he's another one that has a bunch of weapons, right?
Yeah.
Just pulls out man arsenal. Yeah. Wasn't there one about Captain? That's Future.
Captain Command. That's why. Yeah, that shit was just stupid, bro. I mean, because Captain Commando Wolverine, bro. I'm like, really? That don't even sound right.
Yeah. That was, So this DLC actually sounds pretty good, man. I think Monster Hunter is a female. Wait, what? Whatever, bro.
Yeah, Monster Hunter is a female. Yes.
Is it a female? Shit,
yeah, it's a female.
Oh shit, I don't know. It's a cool list, man. I'm not really MVC dude like that, so I don't really know what to say about this. So, but it's cool. The characters themselves are cool. You know what I'm saying? I want to see how they play and all that shit, but it's cool for me. That's it.
Yeah, I think for me, I think the package, the post-launch, DLC it really makes the game worth buying, in my opinion. They're bringing back certain people that people wanted, Venom and stuff like that, and they're bringing in new characters like Black Panther, who's they say they're gonna play like X23, and they Black Panther and Sigma they released on October 3rd, I believe, and you could buy them separate or together for like $10.99 or something like that. But you can buy one for like $5.99. So it's kind of like a sense to just buy both because you'll get one for cheaper or whatever. But it actually got me like more hype, man. Like my hype for Marvel wasn't there in the beginning, man. But like I keep watching this gameplay and to hear that they're bringing like Winter Soldier sounds crazy. Sigma too, man. Teleport, movement, high mobility.
Yeah,
I'm in there. I'm in there.
As soon as I saw teleport, I was like, yeah, that's why you said that.
I'm in there, bro. I'm in there, and I really do feel like, they even said in the post that they listened to a lot of feedback, especially from Street Fighter V, where everybody knew they released the game early just to, meet the Capcom Pro Tour and all that, and while me personally, I didn't have a problem with it because, my main objective was just train and fight people. I can kind of get where, some were a little hesitant and a little disappointed for, what they spent their money on. Like some people bought the $90 edition or some people bought the one with the stick. That was like what, $200, $250? Something like that. So I mean, come from Street Fighter V to this, you're getting a lot more bang for your buck. Story mode is there off the rip. Arcade mode is there off the rip. They're gonna have trials. They're gonna have all this stuff. Hopefully, the net code is gonna be good. But I think overall, Marvel 3 is shaping up to be a really good fighter, and I know a lot of people are gonna be excited for the DLC. Now, one thing that struck me about this though, and what they're not doing with Street Fighter V, how are you telling us all the DLC characters for Marvel, and this game is not even out yet, but we gotta wait 2 months for Street Fighter V, bro, to hear anything? Come on, bro, that's crazy.
Hey,
that makes no sense. I mean,
they gotta do what they can, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they gotta do whatever it is and launch this game in a positive light, man. Because from the reveal trailer. Well, not the reveal trailer wasn't much, but it got people hyped, But for the first gameplay and some of those story trailers, what people like, wow, what I'm saying, they kind of lost, a lot of their hopes went down. It's like, oh damn, I'm on the fence. But the more people see the gameplay, the more now they started coming around, So now Capcom just got to keep that positive, flow going, and release a hopefully good game from jump. Hopefully, as you said, hopefully the online is perfect, man. Because
if it's not, bro, in a game like that, bro, it has to be
on point, repeat of Street Fighter, man, for real.
I don't want to hear that, connecting to server. I don't want to hear that, bro, day one, man. Because more than likely, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna knock out the story. I'm probably won't even stream the story because everybody gonna be streaming. I'm just gonna try to get through that shit as fast as possible so I can get to the lab. That's all I really care about, man. Because I really gonna have to like sit down and learn the mechanics of this game. I hope the tutorial is actually good too. I don't want to because this game has a lot going on, man. But yeah, so shout out to Marvel. It does come out a week from today, actually. Marvel Infinite,
Marvel. I feel you, bro. I feel you.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, hey, I feel you, man. Dragon Ball FighterZ is February 20th, 2018, bro. So we got a while to go.
Anybody get a bid invite yet, yo?
No. Man, I don't want to talk about that shit.
We still got a chance on it now for these.
I don't want to talk about that, man. It's just bullshit, bro. And I'm not watching no video. I don't care, bro. Facts. I'm not watching nothing, man. I'm hot. But it is what it is, man. Shout out to Dragon Ball. I can't wait for that. Anyway, our last topic, man. We have a huge tournament, man, going on this week. The finale of the Injustice 2 Pro Tour, man. They had their own tour. It started, I think either it started at Combo Breaker or a little bit before, but they've been having tournaments up the ass, man. And it concludes this Sunday. In LA, man, I wish I could have went to that, but it is what it is. And the winner will take home a $200,000 prize, man. It's gonna be crazy. So the standings, I think it's only like the top 16 that get to go. So of course it's Sonic Fox, Dragon, Theo, Biohazard, White Boy, Samiji, Tekken Master, Foxy Grandpa, Slayer, Forever King, Honeybee, Illusion, Hataye, Madsen,
Yeah.
Dr. Gross, and my man Scar. My man made top 16, bro. This gonna be fire. So let me ask you this: out of all those players, we like anything can happen, bro. But we already know Sonic Fox is gonna be probably gonna win, bro. He's probably gonna win. But I want to know
because that. Yeah, go ahead, finish up.
I was gonna say, so just give me your top three. Who you gonna be? Who you think is gonna place in top three? And you know, and just let me know.
I want to see. You see that first 10 you call out, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Any of those dudes, you know what I'm saying? Especially, can win this tournament, man. Any of these dudes. But my top three, you got to put Sonic Fox in there. You know what I'm saying? You know,
no order. Ain't got
no order. Yeah, I'm gonna put White Boy in there, man. I'm a fan of this dude, man. His scarecrow, and he's one of them that pulled out the dead shot.
Everybody named Mama pulled out dead shot.
So I'm Sonic Fox. White. I'm gonna see White Boy, and I'm gonna put Dragon in there. For my top three.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think for me, I think it's gonna be Echo Fox name, man. I'm gonna put Sonic Fox in there. I'm gonna put Theo in there. I think they're gonna be 1 and 2, and I'm gonna put Samiji in top 3. I think those are the 3 best players at the moment. I do like Dragon, and he does. I mean, he is a very technical player, and he punishes you for every mistake you do, and he plays Black Adam. Which is still a good character despite the damaged nurse, but I do feel like Theo switching from Superman to Supergirl. He plays Supergirl different than a lot of other people. Him and Sonic Fox actually had like a long. It was just going at it, just set after set after set, and I'm like, damn, I didn't know Supergirl could do that. I'm like, damn, I didn't know. I was just saying, like, damn, that's kind of crazy. And Sonic Fox was using Red Hood, of course, and but I do feel like Theo is very. He was playing kind of cheesy, man, at the beginning of this, bro, with Superman. And he was irritating me, bro. I'm like, bro, like, you don't have to sit back and throw that damn laser all the time, bro. Like, you have Superman, fam. You know what I'm saying? You have Superman, and and I think, but he has switched to Supergirl, and he that man goes in. And that man goes in with Supergirl, bro. He like I said, he just won a tournament a couple weekends ago overseas, man, and he's doing damage. So my top 3, no order, because I don't know how it's gonna play out, man. Like I see Sonic Fox lose.
Yeah, you're right. Random prediction: Sonic Fox about to pick up Black Manta and win the whole tournament.
You stupid. Hey man, but you know what? Hey, it's a caveat though, bro. Listen. It's a caveat. Hold on. Starfire is eligible.
Yeah.
Starfire is eligible in this tournament because of her 30 days. Yeah. So that could just change everything. That could change everything.
I don't want to see the tournament.
I mean, Starfire, somebody's gonna pull her out, bro. And I want to see how these people, adjust to that, because, I'm not saying they don't play against Starfire, because they play online all the time. So I'm pretty sure they run to Starfire. But as far as the tournament says, I want to see what she can actually do. She did get a slight damage nerf. You kind of it did. Yeah. I did see the damage, bro. I'm like, because I mean, she's an easy. Look, she's definitely one of the easier characters to learn in the game. Easy, and her combos are pretty basic. Just for her being a zoner per se. When she get up close, she has a couple of mix up or whatever. But I think her zoner is actually incredible, and it's right up there with Deadshot. Yeah, man, it's not as good as Deadshot, but it's right up there, man. And I definitely want to see like a pro player use her and see. It's really hard to get in on Starfire, man. You know,
because
especially with that trait. You know, the bombs.
that trade is too good, bro. That trade is too damn good, man.
She easily has one of the best traits in the game, maybe top 2 or 3 in the game. You cannot, and she could use that off of any special move she has. Any special move she could do the trait. So I don't know, man. We'll definitely have to see. I will be tuning in this Sunday. You guys can do that too. But we are we did have we are at the end of the show. So once again, Dre, any shout outs, man, before we get out of here? Because I'm hungry.
Shout out to all of y'all for coming through. Thanks for the support, man. Another one, episode 14 is in the books. Once again, if you got any questions, if y'all want to be on the show, hit us up. We do got a Gmail, +unblockpodcast@gmail.com. Follow my boy Chuck, Upchuck. It's Upchuck Gaming, right? It's just Upchuck on Twitter.
No, it's Upchuck Gaming.
Upchuck Gaming on Twitter. Follow me, DreLG619 on Twitter. Subscribe to both of our channels, man. And we're going to see y'all on the next one, man.
Yeah, man, we about to get out of here, man. I want to thank you guys for coming through as always. Like Dre said, if you have any questions, man, just hit us up. We do want guests. Probably gonna try to get at least 2 next week. So if you guys want to come on, man, let us know. And then we'll definitely put you on the show. But we about to get out of here, man. It's been fun. Another one in the books. Episode 14, man. We creeping up on 20. We creeping up on 20, man. But like I always say, no continue. Game over. We out.